She called me a deadbeat dad in court. Until one video changed everything. My name is Marcus Reed. And 3 years ago, I found myself sitting in a courtroom, accused of being the very thing I feared most, a deadbeat father. I never imagined I'd end up fighting in court just to prove I loved my daughter. But that's exactly what happened when my ex-wife Vanessa filed for full custody of our daughter, Lily, and back child support. She didn't just accuse me in passing, she made it legal. On paper, I was suddenly a man who hadn't paid a cent in years, had no involvement in his child's life, and had emotionally abandoned her. It was the most painful betrayal I've ever endured. We'd been divorced for 5 years. Things weren't exactly warm between us, but they were civil, or so I thought. I had always paid child support on time. Birthday gifts, sent every year without fail. School fees, covered them, including extra tutoring when Lily struggled with math. Even when I lost my job and had to take freelance web design gigs just to keep the lights on, I made sure my daughter never felt the shift in our world. I kept records, every receipt, transfer, email, and message. I thought that mattered. Apparently not to Vanessa. When the court summons came, I thought there had been a mistake. I almost didn't take it seriously. Until I saw Vanessa in court, standing there with her new husband, Andrew, like they were ready to bury me. Her affidavit was brutal. She accused me of neglect, said I hadn't paid child support in over 2 years, and even claimed that Lily didn't want to see me anymore. I nearly threw up right there in the courtroom. What cut the deepest wasn't just the lies. It was the fact that Lily had gone silent months earlier. I chalked it up to adolescence. She was 13, navigating middle school, finding new friends. But the truth was far worse. Vanessa had been poisoning her against me for months. Thankfully, my lawyer, Cassandra Bell, was the calm in my storm. Late 40s, sharp-eyed, no nonsense. She looked me in the eye before the hearing and said, "Let them talk. The truth doesn't need volume. It just needs proof." Still, hearing Vanessa twist reality in front of a judge shattered me. She painted me as a selfish ghost of a father, one who made promises and never showed up. Her lawyer even read what were supposedly Lily's words, saying I'd missed every school play, every birthday, and left her with nothing but disappointment. I wanted to scream, but Cassandra stood up, calm as ever. "Your Honor," she said, "we would like to submit documented evidence directly refuting these claims." She handed the judge a thick binder. Inside, monthly bank statements showing regular child support payments. Screenshots of me transferring money for Lily's school trips, birthday gifts, tutoring. Email chains with Vanessa confirming those transactions. Screenshots of my messages with Lily. Sweet, honest conversations about life, music, her favorite books. Then Cassandra delivered the final blow. A video. It was from Lily's last birthday. She was sitting on her bed, holding a necklace I had custom-made for her. She smiled softly at the camera and said, "Thanks, Dad. You always know what I like. Miss you. I wish Mom would let me call you more." Silence. Vanessa's expression flickered. Panic dressed up as confusion. The judge leaned forward. "Miss Baxter, do you have an explanation?" She stumbled. That was before things changed." The judge didn't even blink. "This video is dated 4 months ago. Your complaint claims 2 years of abandonment." Her lawyer whispered urgently. It didn't matter. The damage was done. Her lies were unraveling fast. A guardian ad litem was appointed shortly after, a neutral party to talk with Lily and assess the situation. What they discovered broke my heart. Vanessa had intercepted my messages, blocked my number on Lily's phone, and spun lies to make our daughter believe I'd given up on her. Her new husband had even encouraged it. They wanted a fresh start. Without me. But I wasn't going anywhere. 3 weeks later, the judge ruled in my favor. Shared custody, structured visitation, and full transparency. Vanessa was found guilty of parental alienation. She was ordered to attend co-parenting counseling and repay part of my legal fees. On the last day in court, Lily stood beside me. As we walked out, she slipped her hand into mine and said, "I'm sorry I didn't know sooner." I didn't blame her. She'd been a child caught in a grown-up's lies. But it wasn't over. 2 months after the ruling, I got a call from Lily's school. Vanessa had forgotten to pick her up again. Third time in 2 weeks. I rushed over to find my daughter sitting quietly in the front office, clutching her backpack like it was a life raft. "I knew you'd come," she whispered. I brought her home, cooked dinner, helped her with science homework. But that night, something darker unfolded. I got a call from Child Protective Services. Vanessa had filed a report accusing me of kidnapping Lily and being emotionally unstable. She claimed our daughter was terrified of me. It was happening again. Cassandra returned to my side, steady as ever. "She's retaliating. This is desperate." CPS followed protocol. They came to my house. I welcomed them inside. Lily was calm, honest. She gave them a tour of her room, showed them her artwork, the necklace I'd given her still hanging proudly on her corkboard. The agent smiled as she left. It's clear she feels safe here. Still, it stung. Vanessa had weaponized the system again. But this time, Lily wasn't a little girl anymore. She saw through it. A week later, Vanessa showed up at my doorstep in tears. Makeup smeared, voice trembling. "I made a mistake," she said. "I was scared you'd turn her against me. I thought if I had full custody, I could give her the life she deserved." I stayed silent. Then came the real reason she was there. I was hoping maybe we could talk. Just the three of us. Work out a better schedule. I mean, the court doesn't know what's best for our family, we do. Translation. She wanted control back. I didn't say anything. I stepped aside. Lily walked into view. She said nothing. Just looked at her mother with calm, unwavering eyes. "You told CPS I was scared of Dad," Lily said quietly. "I wasn't." Vanessa froze. "I was scared of you lying again." That moment broke something in her. There was no courtroom, no lawyer, no performance. Just the consequences of her manipulation staring her down. "I think you should leave," I said. And she did. The false CPS report was flagged and dismissed. The judge amended the custody order. Any future false allegations would come with consequences. Lily started therapy. On her own terms, she chose to live primarily with me after a year. She still visits her mother, but there's distance now. A boundary carved by betrayal. As for me, I stopped holding my breath every time the phone rang. I stopped waiting for the next attack. People think being a dad is about birthdays and holidays. But it's not. It's about consistency. Showing up even when you're maligned. Standing tall when your name is dragged through the mud. Loving your child fiercely and patiently. And trusting that one day, the truth will rise above the noise. And it did.